Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price because I just found something amazing in the charts which is actually predicting where we are going to find our bottom here for the current correction and dump exactly. I also will update you on my trades because for sure at this exact price level I'm going to mention right now, maybe it is the price level we are at right now and I think that we are reversing in this exact moment, but I will tell you exactly the price level where I will start scaling up my long positions again or where I will even open a new long trade. So stick around till the very end of this video if you don't want to miss out on that. For sure we will also take a look at VPADV launch, but this will happen at the very end of the video because for now we have to focus on Bitcoin because there's so much interesting stuff happening. If you haven't already, subscribe now to the channel, activate the bell next to the subscription button, make sure to smash up a like here on today's video. Let's reach 1000 likes. And now guys, let's not talk too much, let's just jump right into the Bitcoin chart. What have we seen, or what do I want to show you? I want to keep this video as short as possible, because within the last couple of days, I repeated again and again what I pretty much am expecting. And this is first of all that this weekly candle, or not that I'm expecting anything, but this weekly candle needs to close above the $44,000 level. This is for sure. This weekly candle should close inside of the day, inside of the weekly EMA ribbons, because otherwise it's just not looking all too bullish. In the history of Bitcoin, every single time when we broke the weekly EMA ribbons to the downside, we had a big bear market. And I mean, like I said, this pretty much was the case in the complete history for Bitcoin. So it can be different now because the fundamentals look different, but still it would be good chart-wise if we close above the $44,000 level. But now let's take a look at what I wanted to talk about today. And I want to talk about today the price level that Bitcoin, in my opinion, probably is going to reverse. And for this, we have to again compare the past with the present. And this is actually, we did it in a similar way in the past. With comparing these two price actions, we actually predicted perfectly where we would see our all-time high. Exactly up here at $66,000. This was the price where I exited my multi-million-dollar Femex long position, perfectly at the top, while everyone else was extremely bullish. And it was a very simple decision because I just compared the history with the present. And what was the case here? I mean, we had this massive rising wedge, and I was bearish because we had this massive rising wedge here as well, and we were still below the 11-year resistance that all my active viewers know. And what happened here is we got bearish, we broke to the downside in the video where I warned people. I think it's even maybe the channel trailer of CryptoMo right now. The video where I'm, maybe, could be. But I warned the people, I told them that if we break to the downside, a correction all the way down to the $53,000 level will happen for sure. It happened, and sadly, and I didn't expect that, we had this massive wick to the $40,000 level. I also got wrecked here a little bit because this was just a wick I didn't expect at all. But still, what is happening? It's actually the exact same still as in the past. We have this consolidation. We have here a consolidation. We have a big pump and an ascending and a rising wedge. We have a big pump and a rising wedge, both at the 11-year resistance. We see a breakdown to the downside, we see a breakdown to the downside, small sideways movement, then the final big crash, sideways movement with three tops, small pump, then another correction pretty much to the downside, a pump, and then another correction to the downside. So right now, the price actions that we are seeing here are looking almost the exact same. And when we are looking at where we pretty much bounced the last time, it was the low of our previous consolidation. What is our previous consolidation? Funny enough, our low from the previous consolidation is exactly at the $40,000 level. And this is why I personally actually think that we will reverse latest around the $40,000 level, at least at the moment. How it's looking right now, I think we have a very good chance of reversing at the $40,000 level, and that's why I will also open new trades if we should reach the $40,000 level. I will for one scale up this trade, and for second I would open a new trade. This is what my actions would be if we go all the way down to the $40,000 level. But now let's not only talk about Bitcoin. Like I said, $40,000 level, this is a very good price level where we can expect a reversal latest to happen, maybe even a little bit earlier right now, but I'm in a long position anyway, so I won't miss out on any upside. We still need to be a little bit careful here. Like I said, let's see if the $40,000 hold, and if they do so, I mean, then history pretty much, this fractal over here and then this fractal over here is pretty much the exact same, but this is just a little bit smaller. So we would need to at least expect a run back to the 11-year resistance if we find support here and we manage to pump. Now let's also talk about VPADV launch. I mean, VPADV launch is going crazy anyways. I already told you guys. I mean, since the 22nd or 23rd December pretty much, when VPADV launch was really released on the exchanges, people were able to buy here around the $1 mark. Quite a lot actually, over 60. I mean, there's huge trading volume amounts here down at the... okay, I'm not sure. Have to change a few things then. It looks like, or maybe the volume is not getting correctly reported. I don't know. Whatever. The VPVR, we had a lot of volume in this price area here, like 20 million, 30, 40 million dollars worth of trading volume. And we pumped to the upside actually since launch. We pumped 100% at the current price for VPADV launch, and everybody was able to buy this 100% pump. I mean, like I said, we had several days of trading around the $1 mark with like 60, $70 million volume. And what now happened is Bitcoin actually since the exact same date corrected 40%. 14% Bitcoin went down, VPAD went 100% up. And now, even though it went up so much and Bitcoin is still going down, we are actually just consolidating here, and we are consolidating in a bearish chart pattern, which is very realistic because, I mean, we just made a 100% pump and Bitcoin is still dumping and we are just going sideways. So why not form a bearish consolidation pattern which then breaks to the downside? Yes, this is what could happen, but I personally see here actually the bulls still in control. First of all, we had so many times where the bears tried to break the support to the downside. It never happened. It never broke to the downside. No matter how bearish Bitcoin was, no matter how many percent Bitcoin dumped. For VLaunch VPAD, we only retested here the support line. And now, for the third time actually right now, we are already faking out above the downward sloping resistance line. So it is more likely here that VPADV launch breaks to the upside than the downside. But I think we are now at pretty much at the peak. So we now have to let Bitcoin decide a little bit what VPADV launch will do next. I think if Bitcoin starts to consolidate here, VPADV launch will go up more. If Bitcoin starts correcting to the $40,000 level, I could imagine also maybe a small VPADV launch sell-off here, maybe down to the $1.70 level, something around that area. But this could be a possibility if Bitcoin dumps now more. As long as this doesn't happen, I'm still bullish for VPADV launch. But guys, like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe now, activate the bell, smash up a like, and we are going to see us in the next one. Till then, bye.